Championships. We're at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California, and we're about to begin lifting in the men's 105 kilo 8. Both will see two U.S. lifters, and here is our competitors in the men's 105.
From Republic of Korea, So Hee-yeop. From Japan, Yunosuke Mochida. From Austria, Sarkis Martirosyan. From United States of America, Ian Wilson. From Poland, Arkadiusz Michalski. From the Islamic Republic of Iran, Reza Soleimani. From Latvia, Arturs Plesniks. From Bulgaria, Vasil Gospodinov. From Republic of Korea, Jin Eun Sung. From the Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Hashemi. From Uzbekistan, Ivan Efremov. And from Iraq, Salwan Al-Yafodri. These are the athletes in the men's 105 kilo Group A session.
So we just met our competitors on the stage, and they really do fill it up. But here is our start list for this group. Is it at 165, and Sean, you know, that's a 15 kilo swing if it goes right. But Wes Kitts has on multiple occasions taken 9 or 10 kilo jumps in the snatch and pulled them off. So what you're saying is not that big of a reach, but Wes must start this thing off right. He must make this 165.
Caught a little bit of food poisoning this week, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know how he's going to feel, but he's certainly capable of snatching 180.
All right, so let's see here. First attempt of this session, Wes Kitts, 165.
Squeeze, Sean!
Good lift.
All right. I have to say, well, you know, his elbows didn't really unlock. He had a little shoulder wobble, but, well, I'm very happy.
No movement from the jury, so that will hold. And now we have Ryunosuke Mochida opening with 165 as well, and this matches his heaviest ever opener. He did that back in May at the Japanese Championships. Made it.
Had it for a second and then just kind of drifted over to his left.
So no lift there for Mochida at 165. That means he's going to have to repeat. We'll see a 2-minute clock. Nice pull, nice punch out.
It just looks like something on the left side kind of gave out, and he started leaning over. And once that bar starts moving to the, it's tough to stop.
All right, so now Wilson is being called at 65. He has moved up to 67. That means that we have burned Mochida's 2-minute clock, and Wilson looks like he's about ready to go. So he's on deck, assuming Mochida does follow himself here on this short clock.
And I know the number that Ian Wilson had in mind today to reach was 176, so I don't know where that's going to put him in the placements, but that's the number he's got on his mind.
Well, that would be an American record.
Oh, that's why he's got that number. That's fine, okay.
Makes sense to me. All right, so now Ryunosuke Machida of Japan, second attempt, 165 kilos.
I mean, that last one was good. He just needs to secure that left side.
One in front, one in back. We've seen this before. And that puts Wilson back on the shelf there for another 2 minutes. You can't burn this one.
No.
He's already done it once, so this will be a 2-minute clock. And we had mentioned Wes Kitts has a history of taking regular or relatively big jumps in the snatch. We're at 105, so 5 kilo jumps, you would agree, is the norm?
165.
Yeah, I think that's the norm.
Right. So Kitts is in at 72,
right,
which is 7 kilos, which is probably a norm for
him. Right.
All right, so now Mochida.
I guess Machida's going up. Oh no, it's Ian's first attempt.
Ian moved down
Let's go.
while
Okay.
Machida was out there and that change was coming in. Okay, so then here is Ian Wilson. That must have been a late minute move or late second move there.
It's all you, buddy.
No, it's been a while since Ian's been on this stage, so let's get one in.
International, he did snatch 65 at Nationals.
Different stage.
Squeeze. Hold on. Yes,
All right.
sir.
That's a good start for Ian Wilson. 165 kilos. He snatched 65 at Nationals this year. He snatched 67 on an opener in September at the American Open to help get himself here.
I'd like to see him finish a little bit more, but good attempt.
Yeah, and with Ian, we've seen him pull off some grinding, twisting, you know.
Never a dull moment. Don't blink when he's out there.
Right. So what I really like in seeing that opener there with 65 is that he, you know, did it kind of smoothly.
Yes.
So that's a good indication, and hopefully we'll see Wilson, back in that 170
Yes.
plus range on this next attempt. And now we are in a do or die spot here for Mochida of Japan. He has missed his first 2 attempts. Wilson lifted out of order. They shouldn't have let that change go in. Explain in a second.
Yes. Nice comeback.
One in front, one behind, and one right down the middle. Mochida will live on to
All right.
the clean and jerk and potentially post a total. And the reason why I say, while we see the replay here, that Wilson was out of order is that this was Mochida's 3rd attempt. He missed 165 twice before Ian Wilson came out for 165.
Right.
And that was Ian Wilson's first attempt.
So, right, you can't, because the weight
They
was
didn't
already
change
on
the
the
clock
bar. You
yet.
can't go
They
back
didn't
down
load
to a
the weight
weight
yet.
that's already on the bar.
You're good. They got to load the weight, okay? What? We're okay. I declared 71. It's set. It's set. I signed. It's
So it doesn't,
Now
there
we're
we
good.
go.
I
There's
get a
the
new 1 minute
change.
clock.
All right.
We're good. We're good. It's going to be him, then you.
All right,
go.
so 171 kilos is it's kind of interesting. A 6 kilo jump is putting Wilson back out
Well,
with a 1 attempt weight.
Come on, Ian.
And he's down to 30 seconds here. Wilson snatched 72.
come on. I hope they see the
Come on,
clock.
Ian. Up with it, buddy. Big finish. Hold.
Bit out in front.
Come on, man. More finish, okay? Don't rush this thing. I'm going to give you
Seems like a little bit of confusion in the back room there.
The timekeeper Forster has 171 and a 2-minute clock for Ian Wilson, USA 3rd and final.
So now with that miss, Ian Wilson is on a 2-minute clock. Wes Kitts
I
is
had
in the hole. So Hyup of Korea is on deck, and Wilson has moved up to 72 to buy a little bit of time.
We're in a competition start.
Which is in this situation isn't a bad move. There's a little bit of confusion back there. He had to go out there about 30 seconds. Gives him a little bit of time to regroup. Ian's certainly capable of making 172. So I agree with that decision.
Looks like we have a tech stop, and it's possible that they might have just figured out that the 165 opener of Ian Wilson was taken out of order.
So in this situation, what do you do?
What do you mean, like technically, or if you're Ian Wilson?
No, technically, what happens now?
I'm curious. I've never seen it happen at this level. So we're about to find out.
I guess that wasn't on your referee test.
No.
Huh? I mean, you can't take away lifts from people.
The stop has been lifted.
Well, maybe. Well, can you?
Kilos on the bar. The athlete.
All right, so they're going to 172. They're going to leave alone whatever happened. They're going to go to 172 for the first attempt of So Hyup of Korea.
상체 꽉 잡아.
Nice start.
Good win.
Solid opener.
Loaders 172 kilos.
And
we're going to call from the United
I mentioned
States
earlier,
of
he
America,
always makes openers, and then things start getting interesting. Let's see what he has in store for us after this. And now we have Wes Kitts for his second attempt,
go,
172 kilos.
Well, looks like he's having a good time, at least. That's good.
Be having a better time if he makes this.
Squeeze, Wes! Okay.
It's close.
Okay.
No lift for Kitts, 172 kilos, second attempt. Loaders, 172 kilos is the weight. The athlete, once again, from the United States of America, Ian Wilson.
All right, here's Wilson.
When we were off air, I
Kitts
said
next in the same weight.
the U.S. team contingency here would have to make lifts in order to be in the mix.
Well, if Wilson makes this, he will be 2 for 3 in a 172 snatch.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Ian. Crush
Positions
this.
him nicely.
And he's looked really good in the clean and jerk.
Home.
No. So no lift there for
No lift, 172
Ian Wilson. That means he'll be credited with his opening attempt of 165 kilos.
Wes Kitts, United States of America, third and final attempt. Michalski, Poland. Next
We are
in the
back
higher weight.
to Kitts here at 172.
Kitts
And he has
moving
moved up.
Loaders 173
And
kilos. Arkadiusz Michalski, Poland, first attempt.
seems like a gamble, perhaps.
Plesniks.
Well, you know, we're not back there, JP,
So we don't know what his
we
warm-ups
don't know what's
look.
going on.
All right, so now we have our Polish lifter, Michalski. This is his first attempt. In Croatia, at the 2017 Europeans, he snatched 70 on his opening attempt.
Ostro w górę.
Dobrze,
bardzo dobrze.
Beautiful opener.
Michalski, 173 kilos. Loaders,
So he is on the board with 173, and
The
now,
athlete now, USA, Wes Kitts.
yeah, that was very workmanlike, right?
Yes.
Just All right, so now we are looking at another increase for kits. I think that was 176. This is a gamble now. American record is 175. He did that in July at the Pan Ams. And what that does for now is just jockey around the order. The Husky has moved up. Now we have Soleimani of the Islamic Republic of Iran. 175 kilos will be his first attempt.
Soleimani.
Soleimani is young, 21 years old.
No. Veteran. Hasn't been around for a while, but hasn't had a huge... Look at his year of birth. I think that's 96. I'm sorry.
It's the new math, Junior. It's the new math.
I'm sorry.
175.
All right, so there's a move. Plesniks has moved up. So Gospodinov
first attempt
is going to come out for this 175. And this is what he opened with at the Europeans en route to a bronze medal in this snatch there. 180 is what he did on his second attempt.
But the bar's just creeping up quick.
It is.
I saw that right off the floor. It came forward, right off the floor.
The bar rolled away, or
the balance came forward right off the floor.
Okay.
When you break the bar from the floor, you want to keep that balance in the middle of the foot, and you want the balance to come back a little bit. His balance came forward, and then you're never going to make it that way.
10, 176. Yes.
175 kilos is still the
So
weight.
we're facing a bit of a gravity storm here.
And a wave of changes within that gravity storm.
I think somebody's going to go out there and make some lifts.
And this means Gospodinov has just
yes.
1 minute.
Yes. There's really not much more to say than that. Please. Just add a please to it.
Right.
Gospodinov is going to follow himself now. Nope. That looks like...
Number 9, 176.
Sometimes all the strategy in the world is meaningless if you can't make lifts. So I'd love to see them go out there and just let's get this started.
That was the Bulgarian coach, Ivan Ivanov.
From 176 kilos, thank you,
just wrote in that change there to 176 for Gospodinov. And this is looking like a wild one.
Yeah.
Plesniks is going to be the lifter. This is his first attempt. Best ever is 181, which he did in the Olympics in Rio. No lift. Let's see if he moves up.
Well, that's been the trend.
It has. I'm not joking.
It seems like it's, well.
From Republic of Korea, this is the
and it seems like everybody feels like they can win.
Well,
and everybody feels like they can win a medal.
But you're not going to win, first of all, you're not going to win in the snatch. You're not going to win on your opening attempt in the snatch. You got to make one.
Well, at this rate, you might win in your opening. But the point is that they believe they need to be in a certain range.
Right.
And they're moving toward that range regardless of outcome on the opener. The gamble didn't work for Wilson. It might work for Kitts. We'll see. In the meantime, we have Jin Eun Sung of Korea.
꽉 쥐고.
Category 5 Storm.
No limit. Jin Eun
That is
Sung,
5 in a row.
Republic of Korea.
All right.
Loaders 176 kilos still. The athlete.
This was right there, and just
Yeah.
a little bit in front of him.
I mean, nobody's missing terribly.
Yeah, it's just happening. Like, nobody's been overmatched by a weight that they've taken. It's just one of those things where sometimes this occurs. But now we are on the second attempt of a lifter who did make his opener.
And very well,
Arkadiusz
might add.
Mihalski opened with 173, has taken a 3 kilo jump to 76. Left arm.
I say we go up because 176 has just been not working.
Loaders 176 kilos now. With Bulgaria's best.
Watch the left arm.
Yeah.
Second attempt.
Pulls nice.
Place sticks.
I think it's the bar drifted back on him a little bit, and it got out of that strong position.
All right, so now we go back to Gospodinov. Missed 75 on his opener, moved up to 76 to get some rest. Another one in front.
No lift. Gospodinov 176 kilos. Loaders 176 kilos.
I don't know if I've ever seen this.
Me neither. And just to keep everybody appraised of where we're at, Marcos Ruiz of Spain snatched 180 in the B session. He was 3 for 3. David Arroyo of Ecuador snatched 181 in the B session. He was 3 for 3. And Akbar Jurev of Uzbekistan snatched 174 in the B session. He was 3 for 3. So it sounds like the B session was a better place to be. Right now, 181 is the leader in the snatch.
Right.
And we're halfway through this thing. Back to Plesniak's second attempt. Thank you, Arthurs Plesniaks. 176 kilos. Can hopefully change the momentum in the room. And now that we look at those B session results, I think that sort of explains where this field was looking. 181 is the line in the sand.
Yeah.
Next, Kits, USA.
And the heaviest opener in this group is 183.
Well, now, depending upon what everybody else does, that opener certainly might come down if nobody makes another lift.
But it would need to be at least 181.
Right.
He would win if he opened with 181. All right, so now here is Jin Eun Sung of Korea. Second attempt. He has now missed his first 2, so he's going to be in a do-or-die spot.
But he's got a little bit of a weight.
A little bit. Wes Kitts is the lifter. I don't think.
USA. Michalski, Poland next.
Leave it out there, Wes. Let's go.
I don't think he was going to move up to burn the clock is what I was about to say. So Wes Kitts will take this.
Well, Wes can be a hero here.
If successful, this will be a new American record. 176 kilos. 4 kilo jump with a second attempt miss with 72.
Push, Wes!
How does he do this? I mean, he does it all the time. Big jumps in the snatch. I mean, he treats it like it's a clear jump.
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't think there was a chance that he was going to make that based on how he's looked.
Well, in your face.
But great. I'm glad I proved wrong.
And this is what has become a signature of Wes Kitts, just
Right.
that turnover and that pull. It's just perfect slot.
Well, I'm thinking maybe he injected a little energy now. Maybe we'll
did.
start making lifts.
All right, so here's Husky. Third attempt, 176. No. So he'll be credited with his opener of 173. And remember, the leaders right now
176 kilos, Mihalski.
are all in the V section. Wes Kitts with that 176 is currently sitting fourth. I'm sorry, two of them are the B. Plesniaks is third. Kitts is sitting behind Plesniaks. Plesniaks did 176 on his second attempt.
Oh.
Kitts did it on his third, so he's ahead of him. And then we have Arroyo, who is a snatch specialist. If you've never seen him, it's...
Yeah, I mean, he opened only a few kilos above what he snatched.
Who's that?
Oh, Arroyo.
Arroyo opened with 73, opened one... in the clean and jerk, you mean?
Yeah.
Snatched 81, clean and jerk 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big spread there.
No.
All right, so now here's Alireza Soleimani of the Islamic Republic of Iran. First attempt.
ولی قوی‌ها. قشنگ با پا زور بزن اول استارتت بلند نشه. فیکس.
Nice lift.
All right.
Good lift.
Good lift.
Soleimani, 177 kilos. Still with 177 kilos, still with an athlete from the Islamic Republic of
Take a
Iran.
look at this again.
This is Ali Hashemi, first
Textbook.
attempt,
Very good.
to be followed by Al Yufudri, Iraq.
Number 11, 178.
Probably heard that in the background there, so that means Hashemi's going to 178.
177 kilos the weight. We're going to call now Salwan Al Yufudri.
So now Salwan Al Yufuri,
So he Yok next.
177. Looks like it will hold for now. That clock is running. And he is going to come out for it. He opened with 76 in September in Ashgabat. He did make it. He's tried 180 several times and hasn't quite gotten it done. So here he is opening 1 kilo more than he's done in the two competitions he's been in internationally this year.
That was not a great attempt. Surprised to see that.
Yeah, and you know, he's got experience, and he's got experience making this type of weight for several years. A significant foot stomp there. So I think you'll see a correction from Paula Fury on his second attempt here. He is going to have a little bit of a wait. We're going to go to So Hee-yup of Korea. This is his second attempt, and he has been in the back for a long time on this 5 kilo jump.
배하고 상체 꽉 펴.
4 meets that I can find, he moved from 170 to 175. He was not successful on any of those second attempts. And the string continues.
No lid. So
Yeah, I don't.
Right arm?
I don't get. Yeah, I just don't get. You know, if you have a coach understands the athlete's history, you know, you got to put them in situations to succeed.
Actually, well, sometimes you break through a barrier by changing the number. So it was 75 that was like his bugaboo. And he's got, what, 72 on the board. So now he's taking a 5 kilo jump to 77. When you see a history like that, though, you start to think that that's a little in the head.
Maybe.
All right, so now here's Paula Fury.
He's not even close.
Cutting it, maybe cutting
Yeah,
the pull and
he's not.
diving under it.
I mean, instead of driving through, he's lifted his feet. Just,
177
I mean, he said he snatched 80?
177
One.
kilos
Yeah,
from Republic
I
of
don't know.
Korea. So Hee-yup. This is his third and final
All right.
attempt.
So
Alireza next.
we are back one more time to So Hyup of Korea. Third attempt, 177. Made his opener with 172. If he's successful with the 77, he will move it into fourth overall. Good effort there, though.
Yeah.
Kind of swung through.
Dove forward in the catch instead of going straight down. Probably a little bit of a swing on the bar as well. It's a bad combo.
From Iraq, Salwan Al-Yufodri.
This is big because this is the guy that has the heaviest opener in the clean and jerk.
Second heaviest, but yeah, he's a big factor. There is a 220 on the board. He's slated for 217
Oh, I didn't
right
see
now.
that.
Yeah, but Paula Fury, this could be a crucial lift.
I mean, this changes the competition.
In the outcome of it, you bet. He has to make this.
I don't know how.
That's how.
Well,
Don't be negative.
I hope he does. Okay.
Majority decision.
Al-Yufodri, 177
And
kilos. Loaders, 178 kilos now.
I mean, with this, with
From Austria,
Soleimani,
little shoulder movement, I think, maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
with Soleimani, the fact that he made one keeps him in the game because his clean and jerk is high.
Yeah.
So the way this is turning out, it's gonna still give him a chance.
All right, so now here's Martirosyan, and he has a very unique look to his snatch. He goes collar to collar. He doesn't look that long-limbed, but he does lift collar to collar in the overhead position. It can be kind of wild to see sometimes. So here he is, 178 opening attempt.
Oh wow, you're not kidding.
And it's a little bit, just behind his head, and what you see is that stabilization problem when you're that wide. I mean, that's what's wild about it. He gets under it very dynamically, but when he recovers, the game is on, right? I mean, like, it's anything can happen.
I wonder if it's a shoulder mobility problem, why he's out so wide like that, because it's not a very stable position.
And you see that stability problem there in the recovery. All right, so now here's Ali Hashemi of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This is the first time we're seeing him. The same 178 stays on the bar. Hashemi snatched 81 earlier this year. In September, actually. Great adjustment.
Really great.
Good win, Hashemi, 178 kilos. Loaders, 178 kilos. Vasily
Really nice lift.
This is his third and final attempt.
And that, it almost looks like nothing on screen, but we can't express how huge a deal it is to be able to just rock forward a little bit, stop it, and recover. So good. All right, now we are back to Gospodinov, who missed 75, missed 76, and now has moved to 78.
Why not? That's why.
That's why not. Yeah. Good lift, and there is a very clear sigh of relief from Gospodinov, because that was a gamble.
180 kilos now.
And he pulled it off.
The athlete from Latvia, our first place.
We're living on the edge here.
This is his third
And that was,
final attempt.
look, he
He'll be
made it. He
followed
missed the
by
other two, but that was easily the most efficient lift. I mean,
Yes.
he really kept that close to himself, you know, to his body, and good job there. So now Plesniaks is the lifter, 176 on his second attempt, 4 kilo jump to 180. This will move him into second, and the reason.
No.
Yeah,
third.
it does, and here's
Oh,
why.
because he's taking it.
They both did it on their third attempt, so they were doing it on the third attempts. Marcos Ruiz did it on his third attempt, but you ignore session. Ruiz did 77 on his second. Plesniaks did 76 on his second, so the order of lifting is actually in his favor. This will move him into second place ahead of Marcos Ruiz.
Nice.
Another one. He knows it too. He just danced the dance. And again, with very little movement to the perceptible eye, there was a lot going on in the bottom position of this snatch. Right?
He's twisting, he's shifting, he's a bunch of, yeah, you're right.
It doesn't look like a whole lot, but I mean, this is huge weight.
If you've ever been under a heavy weight in the snatch, you know exactly how that feels. And it's really no way to describe it unless you've actually experienced it.
All right, so now we have Jin Eun Sung. He has missed 176 twice, and he has now moved up to 180. Do or die.
I'll tell you, all these misses in the beginning are making for a very interesting end to this competition because people are making lifts.
Good lift by majority decision, and I'm curious to see if the jury will be involved. Watch the right arm there. Now again, it's a slight movement, but
The jury isn't stirring, so I guess we're okay.
they're sitting tight.
Well, I guess it ain't how you start, it's how you finish, so they're finishing all right.
They are. Yeah, it really is a wild one. All right, so now we have Efremov of Uzbekistan. Two-time Olympian. He has snatched north of 190. He's done 94.
That's a big time snatch. I mean, six kilos off the world record.
At 105.
Wow. That is a professional looking snatch.
And that, with the final lifter to open in this men's 105 category, has given us a new leader in the snatch.
Martirosyan, Austria.
I mean, how do you make 182 kilos look that easy?
I wouldn't know.
Islamic Republic
At least not in the,
I mean, you're
at least not in
knowledgeable of the
snatch.
sport, but yeah, you wouldn't know. Very few people do.
I can make it easy in the clean and jerk back in the day, but not I don't know what it's like in the snatch.
All right, so now Sarkis, Martirosyan.
He is a total mystery.
4 kilo jump. All right, no lift. He does have another one.
What's his best?
Martirosyan?
Yes.
81.
Okay.
So we're playing up there. No, 83, but come on,
Yeah.
we're in the same range. He did that in 2016. Looks like the Grand Prix meet that was held in Tehran. So that'll give him a 2-minute clock.
Ausbessern oder nicht? Ja, was braucht man? 50, haben wir nicht 83? Ja, 84.
I don't know where he's
He's
going.
turning back around. He looks like he's thinking over an increase.
But
And he's going to do it.
he's going to do it.
So right now we have 4 lifters remaining. All of them are going to sit on 180. Well, excuse me, the 3 not named Martirosyan are on 183. He moved to 184. So now Soleimani is going to come back a 5-6 kilo increase off his opener with 177.
His teammates next.
قشنگ استارت پایین با پا شروع کن کامل باز شو باش محکم فیکس
Oh. Easy, just swung it behind.
No lift, 183 kilos for Soleimani of Islamic.
All right, so no lift there for Soleimani. At 183, he does have another attempt, so he'll be back. In the meantime, that 83 is tightened up for Ali Hashemi.
Efremov, Uzbekistan, next at the same weight. 4 athletes remaining, all
6 remaining lifts, and you have to think at this point, every time somebody makes, we'll see that 1 kilo increase for a gold, for a medal.
No more 6 kilo, 7 kilo jumps now.
As it stands, David Arroyo of Ecuador is still sitting in a silver medal position with 181 from the B group. But now we have Ali Hashemi, second attempt, 183 kilos.
Ali
Oh my.
Word.
That was impressive.
Forward, back, forward again.
He did it all, and then he stood up with it. That was fantastic. What a, oh man. That fires me up, boy.
183 kilos, Ivan Efremov, Uzbekistan. He was successful at 182 kilos.
It's just awareness, toughness. You can't teach this.
No, that's you're exactly right.
Once more. The bar, 184
The ability to
You can't practice it.
You can, nor should you.
Nor should you, right.
And you know, when you get stuck in a hole like that, the ability to just find your way through that was great. All right, so now Sarkis Martirosyan of Austria, 184.
I just think he's going to need magic to make this. I just don't see how he can do it. But I've been wrong before.
Well, we've had some magic
This is true.
in this session.
This is true. Not enough, though.
Just a bit in front there for Martirosyan. Good speed on that bar.
Yeah.
184 kilos now.
But no lift. He'll be credited with his opening attempt of 178 kilos. And for now, that will leave him in 7th. And now Soleimani missed 183, moved up to 184.
And the way he missed 83, I don't have a problem with him moving up.
And what this will do is move him into the lead right now and guarantee a medal in the snatch. So it is the smart play.
Absolutely.
زیر وزنه فیکس بشینیم بلند شو پاشو
That was close.
And that little bit of bar movement backwards is going to send him from 1st to 9th.
And you know, he's really young, and I think that he's going to have a long career. Yeah, it's good to see. He'll be back.
Well, he is not done. You know, based on the spread here,
right?
A good clean and jerk can get you back into this thing. There's Hashemi on the screen there. Now we go to Ivan Efremov, and you have to think the runway is starting to clear for a guy who's a snatch specialist to open up a lead.
Like came out in front, his hips came up just a hair.
And that's a rare miss for him in the snatch.
And that, again, it increases the drama here.
Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Hashemi. If successful, he holds his first position in the snatch.
All right, so no lift, and Hashemi, who is already in the lead, can extend it and would likely force Efremov to 187 for the final attempt of the session. And you really want to see this made, because if Ali Hashemi of the Islamic Republic of Iran pulls off this 186, he will be the only lifter in this 105 Group A to go 3 for 3. All right, no lift. He'll be credited with 183. He is guaranteed a medal. The color of that medal will be determined by the third and final attempt of Ivan Efremov. And this one just looked like a little too much today.
Yeah, I agree.
So now this will be a gold medal lift for Efremov. It will give him a 3-kilo lead into the clean and jerk if we go there. And he's going to need it, because I don't know that he can clean and jerk. He's in the mix, but I don't know if he's got the best clean and jerk of this field. So every kilo counts here, and Ivan Efremov will swap positions on the podium with Ali Hashemi if he can make this third attempt 186. No lift. So that means Ali Hashemi, 183 kilos, is the gold medal in the snatch in the men's 185 kilo category. It also means David Arroyo of the B session is the bronze medalist. Should mention Efremov, with that miss, is credited with 182. He'll be the silver medalist. And we're going to have to find out if David Arroyo is in the room. Hopefully he is, because later in just a bit, he will need to collect a medal. And in this group, despite the misses, we had 4 lifters miss their first and second attempts. On screen here, Hashemi was one of the few who made his first 2, but we had 4 lifters who, in the face of a bomb out, after 2 misses, all of them made their third attempts. 2 of them actually moved up and pulled off an increase. So this was a... So take a look at that.
Yeah. Let's go, Wes.
So 202 kilos will start us off. Wes Kitts is the lifter.
Wes has done 215 in the jerk in training. He's been working real hard with the jerk. He struggles a little bit in the jerk just because he's so new.
Yeah, got called for a very close press out with 208 at the Pan Ams.
But he can clean with anybody.
Up. Come on, legs. Squeeze, squeeze.
There's movement here, and this is the problem with Wes, is that punch out is a little sluggish, and this is what happens to him.
So, I mean, similar to that first opening snatch, it didn't, you know, it looked a little shaky. And then he comes back on his third, and he looks like a pro.
And this looked good, don't get me wrong, but when you see this punch out, I see a lot of shoulder, and it's not that, it's like a punch a button lift is what I would call it. Just punch a button if you're a referee. You're not wrong either way.
Yeah. Right, punch a button. Okay, I got it.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, what are you going to argue?
Yes.
And unfortunately with Kitts is that he has become unlucky in winding up on the wrong side of that argument. And that's a perfect example. All right, so now here's Burdick, 202. Wilson, 202. Keep calling it by his middle name. All right, thank you, Ian Wilson. Good
Ian
start
has
there.
done 220 in training as recently. He actually showed me the video last night. So if he can clean it, he's going to jerk it.
And we'll say the same thing similar to his opener in the snatch. I mean, that was a very smooth lift, and that was also the most that I'm aware of him ever opening with in a competition. He's opened with 200. He did that in Kazan back in 2014. So 201 opener tells you he's feeling it a little bit.
And he's been working real hard on fixing some of his technical issues in the jerk, and he's done a great job doing that.
All right, so now here is Martirosyan.
Very nice. It's interesting because I thought that maybe he had that wide grip in the snatch because of a flexibility issue overhead, but
smooth,
he
silky smooth,
a good overhead position in the jerk.
Nice, just turnover
Yeah.
on that clean was great. And a nice start for Sarkis Martirosyan at 203 kilos. Kitts, by the way, off that 202 miss, did elect to move up a kilo, likely for a breather. And now he's back for 203 kilos on his second attempt.
Come on, Wes. Get up. Easy. Short dip. Straight.
He's got to really push up and control.
Squeeze. Keep squeezing.
That's better.
That's a good one.
That's better.
Good job.
Good lift.
I don't agree with the red light.
I think it should be 3. I hear you, but it's a good lift.
He's going to be up.
And let's take a look at this.
And I wouldn't be surprised with a 210 or something like that.
He'll take a big jump. Yes, he will. And again, you know, there's some movement, but the problem is when you develop a reputation for having that movement, it becomes self-perpetuating, and I think Kitts is getting there, even though it's his own. This is his first senior worlds. You know, this sort of happened to him at the Pan Ams. It did happen to him at the Pan Ams.
Yes, it did happen at Pan.
Because with the 208, I recall it. I was there. It looked like a good lift to me, and it was right on the ledge. And I think that similar to that first attempt here with the 202, same thing happened. And we see this sometimes, and that's really what he needs to clean up, because the strength, you said it, he can do.
You know, the good news is this is a new sport for him.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's
a couple of years maybe.
That.
So there's only one direction to go with him, and that's up.
Yeah, and you know a world-class talent when you see it practically, and he has emerged. I mean, he snatched 170 kilos. What? Was it even his 5th meet?
Right.
I mean, it's insane. All right, so now we have Ian Wilson on the clock. This is a 4-kilo jump, and if we're talking about kids being willing to take a big jump, I think Wilson is too. So 210 just got put in. That's an 8-kilo jump for him.
Number 7, 213.
And now that means a clock is running on Wes Kitts at 206. He is not in that holding area there, so he is not coming out. There's the change, okay. Kitts has also gone to 210. Not surprised?
No, I mean, I expected nothing less.
All right, so this will bring up Jin Eun Sung of Korea. He's done 200 kilos, but as a 94. So this is the first time we're seeing him at a major competition at 105, opening with 207.
And he's a young guy too, to 22 years old, so that certainly has room to grow. Very nice. Good lift. Good lift.
Well, that clean was work, but it was good work. And he is on the board with 207 kilos.
Nice job. Good position overhead, good drive, good luck. The whole thing was very well done.
All right, so now we have Mochida of Japan, first attempt. This is his biggest opener ever, 208.
What's his best?
16.
He's lucky he got that down signal when he did. I think that's
Starting to come in locked.
Yeah, that bar was coming forward on him.
You know, and we're really seeing these 200+ kilo cleans move around. I mean, with these, we're really getting spoiled with this. I mean, it's been 6 no doubt cleans that we've seen.
In the clean and jerk, more likely you're going to see a miss in the jerk than you are in a clean, especially at this body weight. Well, at any body weight. No. Kind of really squeeze the bar at the top instead of latching the arms and let the bar get where it needs to be. Push it out in front.
Short.
I just think that he kind of pushed away instead of driving up.
Well, he is the only lifter looking for 208 kilos, so Sarkis Martirosyan is running a 2-minute clock.
And I don't see him going to 210.
We shall find out in a second.
Or maybe they
Could be a declaration.
Yep.
You know, and at this body weight, Sean, you see a very high inclination to avoid 2-minute clocks. So an extra kilo here, extra kilo there. You'll see that move that we just saw quite a bit. And that'll bring out Ivan Efremov, who is our silver medalist in the snatch. And, you know, he's opening here in the clean and jerk in his beginning half. And if I've seen him before, I think the jerk is a bit of a challenge for him.
And he really put himself in the hole by missing his last 2 snatches.
Could have been a gold medal.
Because he needed everything he can get.
And a 3-kilo lead.
Right.
Should work.
Good lift. I don't know why he doesn't clean and jerk more. Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe not the strongest legs in the world.
Well, he did 221 in Ashgabat in September.
Okay.
He opened with 210.
Okay.
So he's not afraid of a big jump. That could be it. And now we have Ian Wilson. Second attempt, 210.
And Ian is fearless. He will get under anything.
Up, up, up! Get air now, legs! Squeeze!
I don't know if he was blacking out a little bit.
Little stutter step there as he was coming off the platform.
I think he might have lost his air a little bit. The clean pounded him a little bit. Yeah, it looked like he was a little wobbly.
Taking a breather. That left arm was awfully close to his knee. He didn't touch it.
Right.
But something to keep an eye on. All right, and now 210 stays on for the second attempt, third attempt of Wes Kitts.
Gotta have a little control on the clean. Can't get crazy here. Perfect.
Squeeze!
That's a good lift. That's a good lift. Great job.
And 386 kilo total for Wes Kitts.
That's a big.
That is a huge improvement. 375 had been his best. So Wes Kitts, 4 for 6. 386.
Okay.
And he just delivered
11. Yep.
at the World Championships.
Well, I guess all that working on the jerks paid off.
All right, so now here is Sarkis Martirosyan, third attempt, 210.
If he gets this clean, he's got to stop for a second. He's got to give himself
He's got to relax those arms, drive the bar. Oh.
A little bit of frustration.
Yeah.
He really did move under that split nicely.
Yeah, he did.
The clean was solid, and the dip.
It looked good. It just.
And yeah, you see that? And he knew it. He knew it was a good effort.
Loaders 211 kilos now.
And Wilson has moved up, and this is the kind of thing that we see from Wilson. You know, he's wild.
He's a gunslinger.
He is. All right, so now we're seeing some movement. Gasparinov had been introduced. He moved up. Efremov is being introduced, and there's the change going in for him. He'll be moving up again, so that's going to bring us back to Ian Wilson. And Wilson, over his career, we've seen him in some, you know, dicey spots. We've seen him work his way out of some wild saves. But historically, the third attempt clean and jerk has been a bugaboo for him. He has tried 216. You know, this year, here he is with 211, third attempt.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get a breath! Big legs! Squeeze!
Yeah, it looks like he just had a hard time keeping his air.
So a little too much today at 211 for Ian Wilson. He will finish with 367. And now 213
215.
is likely going to change. I think they're going to announce Soleimani, but he doesn't look like he's interested in moving just yet. 214. Gospodinov. There's Hashemi. He doesn't have too much on there yet. What was that 120? I just caught that. All right, so now here is Vasil Gospodinov of Bulgaria. First attempt, 214 kilos. No. All right, no lift there for Gospodinov. Is that the first missed clean?
Yeah, yes. It's the first missed clean. So you don't see it very often.
Yeah.
That's a bad sign for your opener. Either something's wrong or it's the wrong, or it's too heavy. What's his best?
22.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't too heavy.
And he did that off a 210 opener. I love the heavyweights, man. Open 210, go 222.
Why not?
So Vasil Gospodinov is running a 2-minute clock on his second attempt. He will get time if he goes to 215. Yeah, to 215. There are several lifters sitting on 215 right now. And you see that reaction?
But he did it on both legs, so I don't know. Maybe he's just sensitive.
Well, that's Ivan Ivanov. Maybe he's just strong.
Yeah, good point.
It's like Iron Fist.
Yeah, Ivan Ivanov was an unbelievable lifter.
All right, so Gospodinov is going to come back and follow himself here. 214 kilos. He is one of the 4 lifters who missed his first 2 attempts in the snatch. Then pulled off a third.
Boy, he just has a real slow explosion. Good.
But that is a good lift.
Yeah, his clean doesn't, it looks heavy.
Yep, but he got it done.
Yeah.
And that will, for now, give him a 392 kilo total and move him into second overall. So, I mean, it's a good lift and you watch it, but you're looking at it from the razor's eye of a coach, right? But if somebody new to weightlifting sees that lift, your answer is it's a good lift, bad lift.
Yeah, it's a good lift. It's just, I'm saying, what's next? You know, he has another attempt, and I'm thinking, I don't know how much more he's got.
Okay.
Look, you get 3 white lights, it's a good lift. I don't care how it looks. Yeah. But then I look at, how can he make more?
And there were some flaws there that concern you, I think. So
the speed in that explosion, it's just real slow to get the hips to the bar. It's just when you get up to a certain point, you're not going to be able to make those lifts. But maybe he's got he's got another gear. We hope.
We hope. So now here is Alireza Soleimani of the Islamic Republic of Iran. First attempt, 215.
Oh.
Nope.
Beautiful jerk.
Smooth lift. Good start for Soleimani at 215.
I've never seen him lift before, so I don't know. Yeah. I like to keep the hips down a little bit more to get more use out of the legs. But that, look, if he can do it that way and keep on getting more weight on the bar, then have at it.
His best is 391. He's done 210. You know, he doesn't have a huge resume of international competition. That's how deep the team from Iran is. And here he is at the World Championships opening with 215. So, all right, so now we have his countrymate, Ali Hashemi, our gold medalist in the snatch. If successful here, will obviously move into the lead in total with 2 attempts in hand. You got to figure if he makes this, it'll give him a 398. That's going to make things pretty tough to beat. Not a guaranteed win, but probably a guaranteed placement on the medal stand in total.
It's like his coach was giving him a clinic before he went out there.
نیمخیز بگیری وزنه رو سری بلند شو عجله نکن تا جلو سر تو عجله نکن
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Great start to the series for Hashemi, and you have to think he's on his way.
Yeah, I mean, talk about fast through the middle.
This is it.
That's it right there. Really fast. There's energy in and energy out. You know, more energy you could put into that explosion, more energy you're going to have to get down to the bottom. You know, if you're slow to the bar, then you're going to be slow to the bottom.
Yeah, and something I noticed there on him is a higher connection point. Something that I think that you like technically. Yes. You know, the bar meets him in the clean, like sort of high in the hip almost. We'll see what we'll look at that again on his second attempt. But now we've got the second attempt of Jin Eun Sung.
Oh, I'm surprised at that.
7 kilo jump.
Looks like he might be hurt. No.
So he'll get a breather, and now we'll bring back Ivan Efremov of Uzbekistan.
Well, we had a question about his leg strength. We'll see it here if there's a problem.
5 kilo jump from his opener. I think of everyone in this field, he has posted the highest total in his career. 414.
I'd imagine that was a while ago.
No, the Olympics.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was better. That was a better lift.
I'm curious to see what will happen here with the jerk.
You think he got an arm in there?
2, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was slight, but I think there was movement as he hit the bottom position. I think there was an extension after his body hit the bottom of the split position. His arm moved. Watch. There. It's so slight.
Oh,
but
boy, I'll tell you.
219.
But I sort of saw it, and 2 referees unfortunately did too. So no lift there for Efremov.
Since I have an athlete in the next session, I'll reserve my comments.
That 215 for Efremov would not have been enough to move ahead of Hashemi. So now he's got a decision to make. I think you have to play for the lift.
You got to get. I mean,
I think you got to play for the 215. But now here's, we're going to stay with 215 one more time. And we're going to bring back Jin Eun Sung of Korea. This is his third and final attempt. This will give him 395 kilos.
Like if you can get his elbows up a little bit higher, he can keep that weight on there. I can't tell if it's forward or not. It's unfortunate. So you see, he was in a pretty good position after the snatch.
He was snatched 180. And if you could believe it, that was fifth. But for now, that will close out, or that will close out his day. 2 for 6, 387 kilo total has him sitting in sixth. And now we will see the lifter from Korea
with his opening attempt.
So he up.
And he needs everything he can get because he didn't do so hot in the snatch. Only mustered his opener at 172.
In Houston, he opened with 215 and bombed. He should not have that problem here. Good lift by majority decision. For everyone at home, don't look at the lights.
Right. Fake it till you make it, folks. Fake it till you make it.
Walk off stage like you know it's yours.
I don't see the problem, but
it's a good lift. I think he might have, you know, an arm lock issue with that right arm. Let's take a look at, you know, where the next ones were when the bar gets heavier.
Right.
How that looks. All right, so now 217 will be the weight for Arturs Plesnieks of Latvia. This will move him into second. He too snatched 180. This would give him a 397 kilo total.
very nice lift.
Good start to the series there for Plesnieks, and now sitting just 1 kilo behind the leader, Ali Hashemi.
You know, it's a great lift.
He's in the game.
I wonder, is Salwan going to come out for this, do you think? Oh, he is coming out for this. He's out there.
Salwan Paula Fury of Iraq, 217 kilo opener. Let's see if he's got that defined foot stop in the clean as he did with the snatch.
Boy, I don't know if he can. In fact, it's the opposite. I'm not sure, but I don't think he moves his feet at all.
In the clean.
In the clean.
Wasn't expecting that.
No.
And this jerk, when he punched out, did his hips go back? Was he behind it?
It just didn't. It didn't look. It just
when he started to recover.
It looked like that back foot just came too far back. Didn't stop. He kept on going. Nobody wants to kind of grab this competition by the throat and take it away.
Well, Ryunosuke Mochida may not be able to, even though taking a 9-kilo jump here from his opener. He's been in the back a while.
He's so far behind it.
In the snatch. He snatched 165.
It's not going to matter. Just out in front. I think he might have driven that a little bit in front. I mean, it was nice. He had a nice reaction with the bar and the dip at the bottom of the dip. It looks like everything was a little bit forward.
Yeah, and this clean's, you know, really nice. Maybe a little high before he extends, but you know what's crazy? I mean, this is a 51-kilo spread from his third attempt snatch. And
not ideal.
Although huge, it's not going to allow him to be a factor in the total.
It needs to be about 71 if he's going to be a factor.
171.
Yeah, it needs to be 71-kilo spread. Ooh. Oh, wow.
No lift there for Paula Fury. You don't mean that. You don't want a 70-kilo spread.
No, you don't. But for him.
Oh, for him to win today. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. You did have that right. Okay.
So Soleiman's really shooting himself in the foot here.
Yeah. All right. So now Ivan Efremov missed his second attempt with 215 kilos, has decided to move up to 217, and he's throwing his chips all in on this lift.
This will put him in the lead.
Overall,
but Ali Hashemi still has 2 attempts left.
But if he misses here,
it's
probably not going to happen.
No. Great clean. Yes, beautiful. Nice lift.
And in a crucial spot in this competition, Ivan Efremov just delivered on a 217-kilo effort, and that will give him a 399-kilo total to move him ahead of Ali Hashemi now.
But unfortunately, you know, all the people that he just stepped over all have attempts left. So multiple.
Things will have to go his way.
Right.
His fate is not in his hands, but in the spot that he needed to be in, he delivered. So nice job there for Ivan Efremov. And in the series of head-scratching decisions that we've seen in this session, Paula Fury has moved up to 220 after not even getting underneath the clean with 217. And we have 218 kilos on the bar for Mochida, who missed 217.
Well, and that 220 doesn't even, well, if you're going to go, you might as well go all the way.
I think he's going to wait and see.
Yeah.
Ryunosuke Mochida, third attempt, 218 kilos.
He's close, he's close, he's close.
So that will close out his day with a 2 for 6 performance, 373 kilo total. Yep, it's right there.
I mean, both those are real close. So I think we're going to see
Husky.
Yep, Husky come out on his opener 220.
Arkadiusz Husky, 400 kilo total in 2015. I'm sorry, 398 in 2015 in Houston, 400 at the Olympics. He is consistently, you know, north of 380.
This will put him in fourth, I believe.
393 kilo total with 2 attempts.
Yep.
But if he wants to get in this thing, he's got to start with a make. Oh.
Boy, that looked like an opener.
Yeah. You see just how that bar was just bouncing. He rode that perfectly from the shoulders to overhead. He's walking off the stage like it was an opener. Sponanov is on the clock.
Well, it doesn't look like they're in any hurry to get out here.
Which is interesting.
I just think he realized.
I don't think he was sure of how much time he had. All right, so here is the second attempt of Gospodinov. Missed his opener with 214, made it. Now a 6 kilo jump to 220. All right, well, the clock is still going to run here. It looks like something's bothering him, but it is not an attempt until
it goes past the knee.
So he broke the bar from the ground.
He's got no interest in doing it.
No, he's left. But what has to happen here is the 40 seconds that are remaining, 40 seconds or so on this clock, will run out. He did not make an attempt on that lift. You can remove the bar from the ground, but so long as it doesn't pass the knee, it's not considered an attempt. So it's usually not a good sign when a lifter does that. I can probably count on one hand the number of times I've seen somebody in 20 or so years take the bar from the ground, drop it back down, and you know, reset and make it, but it can happen. In any case there, Gospodinov walked right off the stage. He knew 220 was not to be today.
What's his best in the past? 221, you said?
222.
Okay.
So that's no lift, and clearly something's bothering him. He knew, you know, he just couldn't do it. So with that, Vasil Gospodinov will be credited with his second attempt with 214 kilos, and he'll finish the day with a 392 kilo total. And we now have 221 kilos for Ali Hashemi. 3 lifters have 2 attempts remaining, so 4 lifters have 2 attempts remaining. So it looks like Hashemi is going to have to front run this.
Yes.
He's going to have to get as far ahead as he can to make things uncomfortable for the field.
He's got, this will put him at 404,
which will go a long way to making things difficult.
بیا بالا با دقت پا جلو پرتاب
Oh, boy, that makes me nervous.
He can fight.
Yeah.
That looked like a near max clean. We're at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California, and we're about to begin lifting in the men's 105 kilo 8. Both will see 2 U.S. lifters, and here is our competitors in the men's 105.
From Republic of Korea, So Hee-yeop. From Japan, Yunosuke Mochida. From Austria, Sarkis Martirosyan. From United States of America, Ian Wilson. From Poland, Arkadiusz Michalski. From the Islamic Republic of Iran, Reza Soleimani. From Latvia, Arturs Plesniks. From Bulgaria, Vasil Gospodinov. From Republic of Korea, Jin Eun Sung. From the Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Hashemi. From Uzbekistan, Ivan Efremov. And from Iraq, Salwan Al-Yafodri. These are the athletes in the men's 105 kilo Group A session.
So we just met our competitors on the stage, and they really do fill it up. But here is our start list for this group. You know, the men's 105 kilo group could be considered, I guess, the middle heavyweights. Well, no, heavyweights.
Oh, they're heavyweights.
Yeah, and recently it has been owned by the Uzbeki lifters, and we'll get to that in a bit. But right now, here's one of 2 U.S. entries, Wes Kitts. Kitts lifted earlier this year in the Pan Ams. He totaled 375. He's U.S. national champion and American record holder in the snatch. We'll see if he can get himself onto the medal stand in that discipline. And now here is So Hee-yeop, excuse me. He is something of a, I would say, historically erratic lifter. Tends to make his openers, but it can be an adventure after that. Ryunosuke Mochida of Japan. This is his 3rd Worlds. He was in Houston. He totaled 375 there. Sarkis Martirosyan, 2016 Olympian. Had a lifetime best 389 kilo total at the Olympics. And this is his 3rd Worlds as well. Very interesting technique. Wait till we get to him. And then here is our 2nd U.S. lifter, Ian Wilson. Former U.S. record holder in the snatch, and we know he wants it back. And it's hard to believe that this is Ian's first senior Worlds. He had been bitten by the injury bug. But he is back, earned his way onto this team, and in good shape. Now we have Arkadiusz Michalski of Poland, another 2016 Olympian competing in his 3rd Senior Worlds. That is the 3rd lifter carrying the same designation there. And now here is one of 2 Iranian lifters from the Islamic Republic of Iran, Alireza Soleimani. This is the first time we're seeing him at the Senior Worlds. Arturs Plesniks, 2-time Olympian, 2016 and 2012. He was in Houston for the 2015 World Championships. He totaled 405, and after some of the retests and pops, he wound up being the overall bronze medalist from 2015. Here's Vasil Gospodinov of Bulgaria. Silver medalist earlier this year in split. He totaled 397 kilos. 402 is his best. See if he can get north of that. We have Jin Eun Sung of Korea. Jin Eun Sung, excuse me. This is his first Senior Worlds. From what I could tell, his best ever was 368, and he opened with 390. He will be... And now we have So Hyuk of Korea. He snatched 72.
So give him 394.
Yeah, and that's
still...
He's playing for a medal in the clean and jerk.
Right. Because he's not going to get one in the total.
Watch that right arm. No issue.
Great.
And this is like the first time on an international stage that he's made more than 2 lifts. 3 lifts.
Well, he made that one with authority. That was excellent.
And he's got another attempt remaining. Plesniak's, well, he missed 21. So he's only going to take the 1 kilo jump here.
Does that it doesn't guarantee him third, though, does it?
No.
Boy, I don't get this call. I mean, it's the World Championships. You got to go for a medal.
This will give him 402 and move him ahead of Efremov, but behind Hashemi, who's sitting on 404.
Nice.
Hopefully this goes his way. And it does by majority decision. Good lift for Arturs Plesniaks. And I guess the decision, Sean, was to try to secure a spot on the medal stand as opposed to win.
That's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that,
yeah.
actually. I misread the numbers.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good call.
And if you think about it, it's a choice. Do you want to gamble for gold, or do you want to try to posture the best you can to hang on to the medal stand?
The idea is to get a medal.
And that's what I think Plesniaks will do with that make. He now has a 402. Now,
right.
he might get down to third, but I think it looks pretty good that that'll be the worst case scenario for him. All right, so now Alireza Soleimani, third attempt, 223.
Much better.
No lift there for Soleimani. He'll be credited with 392 and finish with, with 215 and finish with 392. And now this becomes Michalski's show. 2 attempts to win. You have so he with 1 attempt, and he can play for a medal in the clean and jerk. Right. That's fine. That's great. Go ahead and do that. But now this thing is all about Michalski and whether or not he can use his 2 attempts to hunt down 404. He currently has 393. He'll need 405 to win.
So third place, he's going past third place right now.
So what does he have here? 227. He needs 232 to win. 227 will put him into third and guarantee him a bronze. So this is guarantee the podium, then go for the win.
Yes.
That's what Michalski is doing right now. 227, second attempt.
Well, he's got one more attempt for the medal.
And I think a sigh of relief may have just gone through Ali Hashemi and Efremov, but Efremov still a little more in doubt than Hashemi. There's no question Hashemi is going to win a medal. The color of it will be determined by the decision and ultimately outcome of Michalski's third attempt, and he just missed that 227. And I mentioned he needs 232. He needs 5 more kilos to win.
Winning's not right now in his mind. Right now it's getting a medal.
All right, so then what does it mean for the silver medal? He'll need 403.